I made my creepy manager the spiciest pizza of his life. So I worked at Pizza Hut back in high school, and our manager Dave was literally the worst person I've ever met. This guy was creepy, mean, and just plain weird. First off, he would hide this little recording device in the back of the kitchen. Like, actually hide it behind boxes and stuff so he could listen to us talking when he wasn't there. We found it like 3 times, and he'd just move it somewhere else. He would also do things like come up behind you while you're working and just stand there breathing down your neck for no reason. And if you were a girl, forget it. He'd make these gross comments about your uniform or ask personal questions about your dating life. But here's the thing that really got under my skin. Every single day for lunch, Dave would make us prepare his food for him. And I'm not talking about just any food. This guy had the exact same order every day. Thin crust, pepperoni, and jalapeno pizza. He'd come into the kitchen during rush hour when we're slammed with orders and be like, "Hey, make my pizza now, I'm hungry." So we'd have to stop what we were doing, roll out his dough, add his toppings, and run it through the oven while customers are waiting for their food. But here's the part that made me want to scream. After we made his pizza, he'd take it to the back office and eat the whole thing by himself. Meanwhile, us employees weren't allowed to make ourselves anything without paying full price. Like if I wanted a slice of pizza during my break, I had to pay $8 for it, even though I'm literally the one making all the food. Dave would sit back there eating his free pizza while we're out front starving during our 6-hour shifts. And if he caught you eating even a leftover breadstick, he'd threaten to write you up. One day I was working the evening shift and Dave comes strutting into the kitchen at like 7 p.m. "Make my pizza," he says. "I'm starving." I was already annoyed because we were behind on orders and this guy wanted his personal pizza made right now, so I start making his thin crust pepperoni and jalapeno. But while I'm putting the jalapenos on, I get an idea. We had this huge container of jalapeno juice in the back, like the liquid that the jalapenos sit in that's basically pure fire. I grab that container and start dumping it all over his pizza. I'm talking like half a cup of this stuff. The pizza was literally swimming in jalapeno juice. You could see it pooling on top of the cheese. But here's the thing, I had to be smart about it. So I put extra cheese on top to hide the juice, then ran it through the oven twice to dry everything up. The smell coming off that pizza was insane. It was like pepper spray mixed with melted cheese. My eyes were watering just from standing near it. I cut it up, put it in the box, and walked it back to Dave's office with the biggest smile on my face. "Hey Dave, here's your pizza, enjoy." About 2 minutes later, we hear this choking sound coming from the back office, then coughing, then more choking. Dave comes running out of his office with his face bright red, tears streaming down his cheeks. "What did you do to my pizza?" He's gasping. I just shrugged. Same thing I always do. Pepperoni and jalapenos like you asked. He could barely talk because his mouth was on fire. But you know what happened next? For the first time ever, Dave offered to share his pizza with all of us. "Hey, you guys want some of this? There's plenty." Of course, nobody wanted any because we could smell how spicy it was from across the kitchen. That was the last time Dave ever made me prepare his lunch. From then on, he started ordering from the Subway next door.